A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, this is always a fun game when Georgia takes on Ole Miss. Last year's game was absolutely wild during the regular season. Not a single punt in the first half. And keep in mind, Georgia might have a little revenge on their mind after Ole Miss knocked them out of the college football playoff last season. Even though Lane Kiffin's gone, there is still a lot of back and forth with this Georgia-Ole Miss rivalry. Cannot wait to get this thing kicked off. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside. It's Lacey. There he goes. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Drops back. It's Chambliss. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Straight ahead, it's Lacey. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 40-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Driven back. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week.
five-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that
Snags it and he's open. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo. On third down, here's Frazier. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, it's Phillips. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Moving the pocket, it's Stockton. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted deep in his own end.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. Here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Flush to the left. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Long way to go on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
It's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
And the Bulldogs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll run with Nate Frazier. He's going for the goal line. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Defense all over him.
And on that situation on the 1 yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Here's a give to Frazier. Looking for the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldog! Looking for the tie with the extra the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense onto the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third. Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. Back to pass, it's Stockton. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
So they'll send out the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacy. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
It was amazing to watch Kejuan Lacy take off last year. Like, he was at Missouri the year before, and you're kind of like, and he's not that great.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. These teams putting up some early points, and now they have it back up 10-7.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Moving out to the right. He's got it. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Run in the red zone, it's Frazier. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff for Frazier. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
On third down, here's Frazier. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Uh-oh, look out. Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. They'll ride the hot hand. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Dropping back, it's Chambliss. Out wide right, it's Cook. And he got it so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be fourth down. Plowing ahead on fourth down. There's some room. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
I think everybody wants to go for it in this situation, but you got to actually do it, and you got to be comfortable with the consequences if you miss this. Obviously, he was. Conversion's good. Nothing to write home about. No fans upset. Everybody happy. All right.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Right side, it's Cook. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. Trying to squeak through the pile. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And they get another first down, and this offense right now, man, it's just death by 1,000 cuts, right? Like, not a lot of big plays, but they're finding ways to continue to move the...
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Sets his feet, it's Stockton. Finds a spot in the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The run inside. It's Phillips. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Out wide right, it's Phillips. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. This is a designed run. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we're running. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. From the red zone, looking for a space. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Second and long here. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Right side, it's Humphreys. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And the Dogs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Here's Nate Frazier. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to throw time, running short in the half. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He'll try to tack on 1 more. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Nice grab in traffic. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 35, he's got room. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession
unloads it downfield. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
Well, the offense is doing best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Chambliss. They're all over it. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Ole Miss calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. On target over the middle. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Drops back on 1st down. Lets it fly on the move. Out wide right, it's Gill. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Stepping to the right. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the number 17 team, the Minnesota Golden Gophers.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Here's a give to Frazier. Breaks into the open. He's now up to 71 yards rushing in this game, and he's almost certain to reach the 1,500-yard mark for the season.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And, guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. They'll give to Frazier. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. looking for a man. It's Stockton. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Rebels.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick six. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it back.
Caught, and he's got room. Oh, he got loose. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. On the run, it's Phillips. Oh, he's got some space. Pass the tech to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
On the return, it's Cunningham. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Rebels offense is back on the field. From the gun, running back gets the give. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, gets it to the 20-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Could be an alley. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Hits inside. It's Lindsey. Can't get him to the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now on the counter. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Powers inside.
And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. Not gonna make it, and the fourth down gamble backfires. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he makes the catch inside the 15. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Moves the pocket. It's Stockton. Right side, it's Humphries. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A snap wants to throw to start this drive. Out wide right, it's Lindsey. Could not make his way to the corner. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's...
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Got picked off, and he's got open room. Touchdown, Georgia! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man, it's Chambliss. Between the hashes, it's Alexander. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this second half.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! Right side, it's Cook. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. That false start changes your mindset. Now you're second and long, 9 yards to go. Quick give. It's Lacy. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Chambliss. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Handoff, Frazier running left. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Frazier again. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Sees a crease. There he goes. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late running the ball on third.
Wants to throw one first. Unleashes one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Complete in the middle. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Sells to fake. Moving to his left. Gets rid of it. Just threw that one way too far.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
Well, you can't throw it much better than that. You've got an in-breaking route coming from the right-hand side, and there wasn't a big window to squeeze that football into, but really nice job on the timing. He threw it at the perfect moment, puts it only where his guy can make the catch, and they get a big 1st down.
Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Sells the run, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Back to throw, it's Chambliss. Going for the big play. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Running inside, it's Lacy. Maybe a pickup of 2, and they'll stop him right there. That takes us to the 2-minute timeout. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Finds his man down the middle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Got his man. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? From the gun. Looking for the score. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. A little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And he added the extra point. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Yeah, salt enter word, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Chambliss. Fires to the right. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Looking for space. It's Lacy. Pass to 6. Turns it on in midfield. He's running free down the middle. 10. Touchdown, Rebels. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Selling the fake. Rushes on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Georgia sends out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. back to throw. It's Chambliss. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. The Rebels want to crank the tempo. Wants to go up top on second down. He's taking a deep shot. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys?
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Needs it here on fourth down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a